Yo, what's good? It's your boy King Has, live and direct. You tune into another episode of Late Night New York WHCR 90.3 FM. Shout out to the whole City College team. Shout out to the whole WHCR team. Shout out to Paparazzi TV behind the scenes on the film. Right now, we going a different route with it. Some of y'all don't have your structure right. Some of y'all are not about your business. Some of you artists need help. Some of you artists are hard-headed. A lot of y'all don't listen. A lot of y'all need guidance. And this is where this young lady comes into play. Miss Montana.
Hey, how you doing? Miss Montana, Publicist of PM Events Worldwide Services, owner of Marie Pearl Lingerie. Definitely structure your business.
Facts.
You know how I feel about that.
Definitely. She gonna help you get everything right, man. I mean, you know, first and foremost, at the end of the day or whatever, you know, she's the one that brings the organization to the situation for the right
For the right person.
price.
For the right price, for the right
Person.
for the right dedication. For people that's serious about their goals, pretty much. You don't want to just like dedicate hours to a person that wake up tomorrow and say, I don't even want to do this no more. Because that's how it be, you know. Not everybody is super dedicated in what they need to do. Remember when I just asked the guy how many days you do the studio? He's like, I be in there 2 days. You was dedicated, but you're not that dedicated. Like, how bad do you really want it? You know? Because honestly, Monday through Sunday, I'm writing, I'm working. Because that's how passionate I am about being a publicist.
You eat, breathe, and sleep it.
That's it.
See, when I first met you, you know, I know you for being an entrepreneur as far as like with the lingerie and having all the models. So what led into you deciding to want to start doing PR work?
I think like just being connected a lot as far as being in different magazines, covers, videos, working for people around me for free. Like basically referring them in magazines, putting them in articles, hosting, things like that. It was I'm pretty good at what I do. I'm pretty connected. Being around a lot of media girls, it was like I knew I didn't want to be like not quite a media girl, but like somebody that personally like publicizes that person as an artist or as an entrepreneur, whatever they had going on. Just putting them out there and working for them, getting them in magazines, getting them interviews, getting them news articles, helping them lift up their numbers on social media. Just basically putting them in good lights.
Good situations.
Red carpet events, A-list things, like just putting them where they need to be at. And it worked for me, so I started working with a DJ. He gave me a chance, and I started getting him in magazines, interviews. I said, I'm pretty good, you know what I do. Okay. Then I started working with my artist Blood Raw from Panama City. You know, he used to work with Young Jeezy.
Shout out to Blood Raw.
Yeah, shout out to Blood Raw. Shout out to you, Blood Raw. But he gave me a chance or whatever, because it was like, you know, he was doing his numbers, future concert, and it was like, all right, he didn't know that I was doing like a lot of things behind the scenes. He was working with a team or whatever. So we just personally just started working together. That's it. But I just love what I do. I'm not gonna lie. It's about being really. You gotta like really work the room. Be well connected. I go to a lot of events. That's pretty much what it's about. Getting your contacts up, knowing people, just being a good source, pretty much.
Now you got a lot of artists who watch this show, right? And a lot of them might feel like, yo, I don't need this, I don't need that, I'm good with this, I'm good with that. Explain to the ones who don't really have the full understanding the importance of a PR. And also, when should you get to the point where it's like, okay, there's a lot of stuff going on, I need PR now?
Well, I would say for one, you know, a lot of people do it for the image. Like, it look good to have a PR or manager. However, they don't have the budget. They don't really have the money right now. I would say don't dive in for it. Do what you need to do for you at the moment. Like, I've done a lot of freelance work for myself. I'm basically my own publicist. So I was getting myself in like magazines, my own interviews, do your own work, do your own footwork. Now, if it starts getting crazy and you got the budget and the money, it makes sense, you can afford one, then yeah, start looking up and look into some PRs and stuff. But don't just dive into it immediately. However, the importance of having a PR is somebody basically getting you into doors that you might quite can't get yourself into all the time. Just leveling you up a little bit. You might be in the studio Monday through Sunday as the guy was. But how are we hearing about him? Who knows him? Just by going from showcase to showcase, that's not enough. Especially if you want to get to a level where, the make it level, I want to open up for like Rick Ross or something, or somebody big. Yeah, you need to be in magazines, you need to be in news articles, you need to be in rooms where it's just a red carpet event or a gala or a fundraiser. Just having your face in the room, you don't know who's who. But PR is like really crucial. They get you indoors. They publicize you. They let people know who you are, what you got going on. Why should he check? Why should we check him out or her out? Why should I book her? What they really have going on, pretty much. So I tell artists all the time, don't dive into it, because a lot of people hit me up. Oh, Montana, work with me, and I want to do this. And it's like, I look at their page, and it's like, you don't even show that you're an artist. I just see a lot of food pics or a lot of, you and your family. Nothing wrong with that. But you got to switch up some things. Yourself. Yeah, you got to brand yourself. It's a lot with it. It's really a lot with it. You know how I feel about that. It's like, if I'm working with you, you got to be dedicated. You got to want this. This is not just a hobby for me. I really do this. If it's a hobby for you, cool. Do your thing. But if you really want to work with me, then you got to be on it.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, I might call you 3 in the morning and say, yo, so-and-so a magazine just hit me up. They want you to perform. Like, and you're not up, or you might not answer it. You're not really into it.
Fact.
Because my phone open, even if I'm asleep. It's near my ear. Because you got to be able to dive in.
You got to be on point 24/7.
PR is crucial, though, I believe now. And living in Atlanta, like I said, I see how crucial it really is. PR is really work the room for the artist or the actress or the actor. Because I have other PRs that reach out to me, too. Oh, Montana, what I post. Oh, Montana, what's that event about? Can I get my clients to come over there, whatever. It's a good look for them, and, they need to work the room because they got this going on. And it's like, yeah, PRs are super crucial. As far as that, you're just doing, music for maybe the neighborhood or, your local bars or however you want to do it. If you're trying to go beyond, then, yeah, you need a dope PR that has some knowledge of the entertainment business and where you need to go, pretty much.
Facts. Well, you got a lot of artists, right? A lot of know-it-alls. Think they know everything, and I'm not trying to downgrade the artists. It's just like nowadays, because it is easier to a certain extent, or what have you. People don't think that they got to put the footwork in to get done what they need to get done, or what have you. What do you say to those artists who, instead of spending, I don't throw the number out there, whatever, like $500 a month, toward this, a PR, whatever the amount is or whatever, they gonna take that same $500 and they'll blow in the strip club in 20 minutes.
They would. I've seen it.
Or they gonna take that same $500
I get it a lot.
Buy liquor and do other stuff or whatever. But they complain about how, why I need this, why I need that. But you spending the money on dumb stuff.
I mean, for one, I don't be clocking niggas' pockets, men pockets, whatever, however you want to be addressed. However, I always say, like, if you can do that, you're not serious. You're not really serious about this. It's a hobby for you. Because for the most part, people that's dedicated to it, that the plate come with it, you're going to do all that, whatever. But you're going to spend that bag.
Facts.
To invest in yourself. And I get it a lot. A lot of people want to come to me and don't want to pay. And it's like, nah, I'm not. I'll work with you, cause we could do that. We could work with each other. You might not have the whole 100. We could do 50, or we could do a payment plan.
Something.
We could do something. Because I'm really gonna be the one up at night putting the work in for you. Whether I'm writing up an article for you, or I'm on somebody's body about getting you in the building. So it's like I'm putting in work. I need some type of something. We could work together, but a lot of people really don't want to pay and invest in their craft. So I just think it's stupid because you're not going to get far. I don't care. If you're an artist, you need studio time, something to pay for. You need to pay to get in showcases,
Music
photo
videos.
shoots, magazines.
Everything.
The list goes on and on. You're going to be paying for a while. You might be working free for a while. It's a lot of, if it's not, I read a meme the other day and it's super true. If you're not willing to work free for a couple of years in entertainment, then it's not for you.
That's a fact.
Because I have done a lot of free work where I've been in this, entertainment for about 8 years now, I say, as far as modeling and just party promoting and hosting and just making my way. And publicist work, I would say about a good 2 years or whatever, just really started getting into it heavy. However, a lot of work for me was free. And maybe along the road, people was like, Montana, look out for that Cash App, or look out for that Zelle, or, that PayPal, or wire transfer. Because they seen that I was getting things done. It was like, yeah, she worth the money. You got to show people your value as well.
That's a fact.
You got to show people that I want to, put that back.
You got to sacrifice, yeah.
I want to invest in you. And like I said, working with Blood World, we from two different worlds. Up north, south.
Yeah, Panama City way different than New York. That's what damn
way different. And I'm not big on working with artists, because like you said, they don't listen.
That's a fact.
They are hard-headed. I do prefer to work with like brands or a company or, a podcast or, a radio show. An actress or actor, I do prefer, because artists can be a little hard-headed and they don't really want to, follow things. I'm not trying to be a parent or a manager, because I'm not that at all. I just want to make sure you out there and people are, you're still in the loop, and people still knowing about you. We can't, it's no time where we go quiet.
Facts.
We got to show something.
I agree.
Even if you outside just like giving candy to kids out, like we got to show something. We working.
Yeah, facts.
We not doing nothing. So I'm big on that. But we from two different worlds, so it's like he took a chance for me. He do listen. Shout out to you, but he listen. But he listened. For the most part, when he was working the Future tour, that's when it was the ultimate test for me, because it was like every state that he touched in, I needed to make sure he had like media coverage. Like this right now.
Everything you needed. Yeah.
If it was a photo shoot or whatever, I need to be on top of it. So what? Talk about up, no sleep, because it's just straight networking. I don't know people in like Illinois or like Texas or it was straight up all night, like hashtag Texas. Let me see. Media. Okay, let me hit this person up. Hey, could you take my artist? And it was like, oh man. But he see my dedication and I've been getting things done. So I was like, all right, and he working. He works also, and he listened. So it kind of going right. I'm not going to lie. I was like, all right, I kind of like working with this artist. I'm not saying I'm taking all of y'all. But if you listen,
that was about to be my next question.
You listen, you got the budget, and you super dedicated into this, let's do it. Because I'll text Blood Roy at 2 in the morning, like, yo, follow this person right now. We got an interview, or they doing it right up about you. He be like, done, So it's about having a good relationship with your client, too. It don't always go like that, too, because I've had,
That's funny how you say that. So you kind of answered it, but I'm going to ask it in a different way. Like, when you look at an artist, right? Like how, the young brother was in here and you was asking a bunch of questions or whatever, just trying to gauge, how dedicated he is to his craft. So what's the pros that make you want to say, okay, I could work with them? And what's the cons that'll make, or her, let me rephrase that, him or her, and what's the cons that'll make you say, nah, I'm gonna back away? She talented, he talented, but nah, let me let them, they still don't get it yet.
I don't know, for the most part, like I said, social media to me, people be thinking it's the game, and I'll be like, nah, I go straight to your social media. It tell me a lot. It tell me, even though like it's perspective, it's not really it's just a little perspective of your life. It might not even be real. Reality versus, the perspective, as we always say.
Facts.
But it still show me something, like you working, you really dedicated to this. So I go to social media always. If you got a website, definitely. I don't know, I just want to see you dedicated. Son just started rapping on the spot.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
I was like, he's dedicated, maybe he do this.
That's a fact. That's funny because me and Mike, shout out to Mike for Zone 6. We was just talking about him. And Mike was like, "Yeah, man, soon he starts rapping, he'll rap 1,000 bars and keep going."
Yeah, he just started rapping to my friend,
literally, and
he
that's
went
exactly
off.
what he did.
And
I
think that's super dope because you just want to show people like.
Shout out to Sluggo.
Yeah, shout out to you. You just want to show people like, yo, I want this. Like I do this anytime, anywhere. Like this is what I really do. I don't really play around. Like I got this 9 to 5 over here. I'm working to fund the dream, but this is what I really do. So I did respect that. Like, so I would say, yeah, I'm big on people just showing me like they get to it.
Fact.
That's it. Like I really get to it. This is what I got. Like. The elevator pitch, pretty much. That's what I said to him. I said, give me an elevator pitch. And it's usually like 5 to 15 minutes or something like that. But just really displaying who you are at the moment. Like, boom, this is me, boom, 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 follow this, that's it. And he kind of just went on for like a little extra 15 minutes. But he showed me enough that, he dedicated. He was creative with it. Creativity is everything. Because sometimes, like, hard work beat talent. And that's just really what it is.
That's a fact.
You can be super talented.
That's a fact.
But if the next
If you ain't
nigga
tryna
is in the
hustle,
studio,
you
harder
got
than
hustle.
you,
Yep.
even with DJs I work with, I see the difference in them. I don't try to compare contrast, but I be knowing who want it, who don't. Trust me. Because it be like, this nigga be in every day up from the AM to the PM. Well, you have time to sleep here and there. Nah, you want it, but you don't want this shit that bad. Like, when we hear these stories, like, come on, y'all, let's be honest. We hear these stories, and it's like...
It's going to FFA trying to curse too much. I'm listening. Keep going.
But when we hear these
stories, gonna edit that out.
It's like, people really be on it. Like, he slept in his car, or he did this, or he was
They
up
hungry.
all night.
They hungry for it.
So, I feel like, yeah, that's how I be looking at it now. Like, he don't really want it. People be wasting their time, too, so...
Nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you broke that down because some people think this is easy. It's not easy. It's hard.
Nah, it's not.
And you're going to take a bunch of losses before you take some W's.
Hell yeah. Even if it's on the other end, behind the scene, and like publicists and managers.
It's all tied in the same.
Promoters.
You know what I'm saying? You might have to take 10 losses until you get that one big W.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you prepared to go ahead and suffer through those 10 losses?
A lot of people give up. Like, not saying it's a bad thing, because this shit get overwhelming.
Yeah, it's not everybody cut out for it. You know what I'm saying?
But,
it's a lot.
Some people give up, but then
it's stressful and you sacrifice certain things.
You can regroup. What you say, you go on the haters? That's what it's called now. Everybody keeps saying that. I'm like, well, that's your new word, like toxic. Everybody's using that. And I'm like, well, it's called a goddamn break. I'm going on a break because I do breaks often. Because I get a lot sometimes.
Yeah, I'm finna go to break soon, so I get it.
It get a lot sometimes, and now I'm working with a podcast, and then a magazine, and then I have an artist, and then I got my own businesses going on. So that shit can get hectic for me.
It's all good. Yeah, we gonna edit that out. But you know what I mean? Now let's get into the Airbnb hustle.
You know everything you need to know, but I gotta tell you on camera. Right?
Nah, I mean, no, because some people is.
I mean, we do some business, behind the scene,
Yeah.
So it's like, you know everything, but I gotta tell you on camera now.
Now, I mean, you don't gotta get into detail, but for
yeah, cause you
got these Zooms that you're doing for people who are interested in the Airbnb and how to go ahead and make money off of Airbnb. So, get them the information for that Zoom while we at it or whatever.
Yeah, I want to say I love Airbnb. Because I do make money in my sleep. I'm super grateful. I feel super blessed. However, it has its pros and its cons, just like any other business or job. But I'm just happy about it. I meet a lot of different people down the line. And I'm happy to teach people. Because why not? Everybody make money in their sleep. If you got the bread and you're willing to make a big investment, for a lifetime of just laying up in luxury, why not? But I got the ebook out now. It's also on my website, PM Events, www.com, PM Events Worldwide Services. You can look us up. We on Google and all of that. But I got the Zooms going on right now, $100. You get the free ebook. And I basically just go through the ebook with you.
Copy.
To give you an understanding from chapter 1 to the last chapter of how to go about it, fix your business credit, what to name it, whatever. But I love my Airbnbs because, like I said, it's like a gateway for me to have that financial freedom that everybody wants, to be honest. But I'm able to do what I want. So yeah.
In a nutshell, you know what I mean? So for all y'all who want to be able to do what y'all want as well, y'all need to go ahead, tap in. She gave y'all the information, man. So tap in, you know what I mean? Invest in yourself. So, you know what I mean? That $100 might turn into $10,000. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she throwing shade at me, y'all, on the low, y'all. She throwing shade at me on the low. Yeah, I'm including that.
I want all my people to be able. I don't like when my people call me and complain about their jobs. And they can't stand their boss and stuff.
Fact.
I can't stand it. Don't call me about that no more because I don't go through that no more. I just complain about the guests that made Airbnb, who broke what.
Different kind of problems.
Yeah, different ways, different kind of problems these days. So it's like, now I don't be wanting to hear that because I got a method for you to get up out of all of that. If you just stack some paper and really stay focused, bro. That's it. Financial freedom, we all want that.
And you gotta look at it like, you know, how much money we waste every month on certain things and frivolous things that we don't need.
Outside, $200. In New York, it's $200. In Atlanta, where I'm at these days, might be about $3. Depending on how you want to splurge and how you want to look with your people. I don't know whatever your preferences are. But outside is a lot of money. Whether it's parking, gas, outside, everything went up outside. Everything, chips, everything. Y'all know that. Like, sodas is $2.25.
Definitely is.
Like a 20 ounce. Like, I'm just saying.
Rent $2,500 in New York.
Yeah, what? Literally. In Atlanta, we when I first went out there, rent was pretty cheap. But living out there now in 23, rent is just about New York.
About same, yeah. Half of us are down there anyway.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, guess I'm about to go to Texas next, y'all. But yeah, because rent is pretty decent in Texas right now. Because like I said, I do my research just because I do Airbnb. So I look into different states and see like how the rent is and what works for me or whatever. But I love it though. I can't front. That's that financial freedom I'm looking for, and I can't say I'm quite where I want to be at yet. But the more I'm like, I'm in that direction. That's all I can say.
Now let's get into this new book too.
Oh, my Hustle Hard Live Pretty. Yeah. Hustle Hard Live Pretty. Where did I get that from? I think it was just like, just a little gang at the moment. We do with your friends. You're like, yeah, Hustle Hard Live Pretty, and it's like. It speaks for itself. It's like you hustle hard, you live a pretty life, pretty much. Like, but then I wanted to turn it into a book and put the tips in on how to be a business owner because I've done all this. Everything I put in that book is basically what I've done already.
Your testimony.
Yeah, like drop shipping, how to start a business, how to get your LLC, how to travel. Everybody's like, oh, it's everywhere and stuff. And they're like, oh, I'll be having discounts. Y'all don't know that. Right. I be doing things y'all know about. Catching flights at certain times, but I'm not going to tell you so much. Go get my book. But, and then it's
justfly.com.
I got worksheets in there. I got a savings jar in there on how to save your money. I got motivational quotes.
Whole blueprint.
Like when I say I put the charge up just a bit, not too much, because I try to look out for my people. I'm big on that because some people try to rape you, and you trying to start off.
Definitely.
And I'm big on that. It's like you trying to start off. Why would you want to pay thousands of dollars? Like no, I try to give a little deal, but I wanted to up it because it was like I believe that I guaranteed you. Let me say this on the camera. I guaranteed you when you read that book, you're gonna start something in it. It's a fact. Like I even have a little bit of information about Airbnb in there, how to fix your business credit, your personal credit, how to write a credit dispute letter. Basically, like
she give me that game all the way around.
What? It's like if you don't get my book, I don't think you don't want it. You just want to work for somebody else for the rest of your life. Even if you do work for somebody else, who doesn't want a side hustle that's making you money?
Especially in New York, you need 3-4
And I
side
also
hustles.
give 38 tips, pretty much of different side hustles, what you can do to make money on the side. Because a lot of people, believe it or not, don't be knowing a lot of this stuff.
No.
They don't. Like you be thinking we all know everything. But people hit me up all the time and they, how you get your LLC, how you do this, how you do that. I get tired of those questions. So that's what made me really come up with it. Like, all right, let me give you a blueprint and how I really did it. And like I said, I'm not where I want to be yet. But most of the stuff I put in the book, I have dabbled in. It's worked for me. And I make income off of it.
Copy. You guys send me.
And just about staying dedicated, like I said, and making it happen for yourself.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? We're going to put the link in the bio for people that's actually watching online as well.
My book is hot right now. I already made a couple of sales, so I'm like, and then I got some good feedback, so I'm like, just go to the website and put the feedback on there. But I love that I can give tips. My friend hit me up the other day. She said, yo, I'm about to start this business. She was like, yo, how you going to have that? I was thinking of that. And I was like, yeah, go for it. I know a lot of people that do it. It worked for them. And just, it's just about consistency. You know how that go.
I definitely understand.
You keep doing the same thing every day, you're going to get better at it.
So, I mean, you got your hands in everything, but what's the end goal?
Wealthy. Powerful. And being respected. Pretty much I got that a little bit. Not wealthy yet. But I'm alright, I'm alright. Copy. But as far as respect is, like, when you do good deeds out in the world and people see that, I feel like I'm respected a lot from the good deeds I do for people.
Definitely.
And power, meaning as if, like, being able to knock on the door and be like, yo, Has, walk in there, you good. Go for me. And kind of in those areas, but just strengthening up. That's the most part. Just like loving on myself,
As you're supposed to.
A little self-care and all that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And taking care of my family and just being well-rounded,
So, before we go, for anybody, well, what's catered to young black women especially, 21-year-old, fresh out of college.
What would I say to them?
What would you say to her?
I would say, don't get a 9-to-5. Get it for structure, to teach you how to get up in the morning, how to listen to some, for structure, like I said, it give you a little, when you do go out there, but go for your dreams. I didn't have that when I was young. My mom wasn't listening to me. She just wanted me to go to school, and everything else I was talking about, I was like, yeah, whatever. And we in 23 now. I know 19-year-olds, like I said, I'm in Atlanta, that live in like condos, that's influencers that's making bank, that are millionaires from just skincare lines, or just massages, or whatever it may be. They truck drivers as well. Ladies is doing a lot of things nowadays, as well as men as men, as well. But go for your dreams. That's what I would say to a 21-year-old. Like, if you love lashes right now, go hard with that. Because lashes is definitely, the beauty game is a $1 billion business. The beauty game. Money. If you can do hair, nails, lashes, that's a $1 billion industry. Because people are paying bank to get their lashes done, to get their toes done.
I got a homegirl right now that's literally making $10,000 a week.
Yeah, I believe you. I know a few. Literally. So that's all I would say to the young crowd. We didn't have that in my era. It was like, go to school, get an education, get a career. Yeah, that's it. If you went home and spoke about, the side, like I always used to tell my mom, I wanted to like own this and have this, and they'd be like, yeah, whatever. Or mom, I'm gonna live in every state. Like now I be laughing because it's like I pretty much kind of,
moving around.
I be moving around, living a little bit everywhere. I'm not gonna let y'all know where else I live at.
Different times, different everywhere.
I live a few places because I'm doing what I want to do for myself and just being free. I would tell a young person, be free, be yourself. College ain't for everybody. They actually leave you in debt, believe it or not.
That's a fact.
But, if you could get a trade,
not knocking people, not knocking people that want to do it.
Yeah, I'm not knocking it. We still need doctors and lawyers and stuff.
Yeah,
please,
give me information that you need to know.
Because everybody a rapper, but please, I need me a doctor. I'm gonna get old one day. I'm gonna need somebody. But for the most part, like, just steer in the right direction of what you want to do for yourself, like, because we didn't have that. Like I said, growing up, it was like, you better go to school and. That's it. Whatever I was talking about to my mother, it was like, yeah, okay, whatever. That sounds cute, but that's not making no money right now. And entrepreneurship is it's not gonna make you money right then and there neither. You might have days you made $3, some days you made $30, some days you made $300, some days you made $3,000.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It's not for the weak. You know what I'm saying? But that's some dope advice. So before we sign off, tell them again where to find the ebook. You know what I'm saying?
First you can follow me at Ms.Montana. That's Miss.Montana __. You can follow me at PM Events, Boy Ross Services, Basically on every platform. All my names is the same. Marie Pearl Lingerie. Pool party August 10th in Atlanta. You could come pop out if you're in the area. Tickets is on sale right now, $50. Catch it.
I'm sure it's upscale because she don't do no ghetto stuff.
Yeah, I really don't. I got a nice little mansion situation. I'm super excited. I got some dope sponsors in the building. Pop out, Miss Montana on every platform. You can find me, Pretty Montana. I'm around.
On that note, we appreciate you for coming out. We appreciate you for spreading that knowledge and understanding to the people. King Has, Miss Montana, WACR 90.3 FM, Late Night New York. Shout out to Paparazzi TV behind the scenes on the film. We out.
Bang.